Does your long range recoil control for tracking guns suck? And if it does, or you want to improve, this video and its methods might be for you. There are three types of recoil control. Two of them are often discussed in other videos. The third is the one that we're going to discuss today, and it's actually more foundational than the other two. In fact, if you work on this third form of recoil control, it makes the other forms of recoil control infinitely better. The first one is recoil pattern, like this. So you see that recoil pattern, and then you try to flip it upside down in 180, and you try to do the opposite, right? That's it. The second one is what On99 and many people talk about, which is recoil smoothing. You just move your mouse left and you move your mouse right. As far as I know, only Apex and the finals are the games that have this underlying mechanic within the game. So if you just move, I'm not pulling down at all, right? I'm just moving left and right. On 99 takes it to another level by mixing it in with strafes and maximizing those strafes and those strafe patterns. So he takes it to another level, which is strafe patterns with recoil and on moving targets. Right. And you can take a look at this video, which I will link in the description. The one form of recoil control that I think is more foundational, that isn't discussed enough, and is actually very, very obvious, but you can actually train, is just simple micro corrections, where I don't care about what's happening here. I don't care about recoil smoothing, right? I try to keep those in mind, but most of the time, I'm just trying to keep my reticle on the target. And that means if it strays away from the target, I just know how to pull it back. So this is me just focusing on micro corrections. This is basically what we're going to be trying to train. One of the issues with trying to train only micro corrections in the firing range and even in R5 Reloaded is that, these strafes are only smooth strafes and there's no short strafes, basically. So I created two scenarios, among others, but these are the two ones that give you the most bang for your buck in Aim Beast. Aim Beast is an aim trainer, if you guys don't know. In my opinion, I think it's the best aim trainer. Everybody goes to Kovacs, but I think Aim Beast is the best by a long shot for a couple of reasons, which I won't get into. I created a routine, which you can go to routines, go to workshop here, and then type in, if you literally just type in the words far dodge, this is the only routine that pops up. So if we take a look at this routine, which is called far dodge micro tracking, again, you could just type in far dodge. We're going to take a look at two scenarios that I created. The first one is called RTH far dodge L1. L1 just means level 1. And then we have an airtiv version, which is basically an air version. Now, there's a reason why I chose these bots specifically. Now, if you look at RTH, both of these scenarios, you're supposed to use your movement keys like this, right? Now, there is an invisible wall that I created for both you and the bot, so you can't abuse your distance. RTH dodge is just mimicking that long range micro correction, just like this, right? And the short strafes, the long range short strafes. Now, this actually has the most benefit to me when it comes to in-game transference of skill. It's just almost a one-to-one translation of your aim going into Apex. Now, the second one that I'd like for you to try is AirTiv Far Dodge. It says V1, but it's actually L1. I forgot to change the base name. Anyways, this one is the same pretty much as RTH, but there is one crucial difference. It goes up and down. Now, why does this matter? It isn't just for the bot and variety of aiming up and down. It's also to help you control recoil. Because a lot of the times when you're aiming long distance, you are going to be pulling down a little bit, right? And so this mimics pulling down, right? While people going away from you. They're both left-right movements. I would actually do these equally. And then just cycle through them over and over and over again. And if you the one of the most amazing things about aim beast is that it's super optimized, and I like to keep it open between games or like while I'm playing Apex. So between games or between ranked games or while I'm waiting in my queue, I'll play 1 or 2 rounds of a scenario, and it's usually these two, and just to kind of train my hand and my mind for those micro corrections. And I think it also addresses one other thing that I'm going to address with more strafing scenarios in the future is that a lot of people, when they're aim training, they don't know how a specific scenario can transfer into the game. This mimics a lot of the in-game movement and in-game scenario, the distance. So it helps you visualize what's happening in the game of Apex while you're playing an aim beast. Now, the cool thing is these scenarios are not unique. Hopefully, someone has created or will create an equal in aim labs or in Kovacs. And this isn't just for Apex. This applies to any game where there's a lot of micro corrections involved.